Hey everyone, everything is okay. I think so. Right now, I am building a AI SaaS platform, a real-time collaborative platform for brainstorming. So, in my code base, right now I'm just refactoring in order to integrate AI pipeline. So now I'm creating a unified pipeline for user input and AI prompt. So I evolved from a very basic idea to entire business operation automation. So right now I am toward AI assistant right now. I'm not building any agent, but definitely after complete this base and these features, I will work on agentic solution. So my platform is typically uh, it's a collaborative platform. If you work with a Notion or Mira or any Figma, like this type of real-time collaborative. But I have these two surface. One is documenting, so which is all about where you can research and organize your stuff, your note, whatever it is, your writing, and in the other side, canvas. So it's kind of like a visual representation where you can break your complex problem into a very through diagram understanding. And yeah, that's all about my platform. So okay, so right now I am refactoring my code base, and my I have a pipeline. So basically I'm following CR, which means command query, CQ command query, and then read segregation. So this pipeline right now I'm just uh, refactoring. So I already in this chatbot, like in this chat session, I provide all the context. So here just as this chat context understand my requirements. So I already provide my architectural constraint, which means the rules and the philosophy, and also my source of truth, because this system, which is command are consumer. So I already provide the source of truth in this chat context. So chat understand very easily what I want, right? So now I will just copy paste, and I ask basic question. If I don't understand, I read out, and then I implement. So I already did all the tasks. I research, I understand the mental model, and this is just my notion where I organize my mental model, how my code base works. So okay, so right now I'm just, so now you can say, so if you look at, it's basically saying now, so the chat says I have enough context about, because this chat I provide all the things. Not only I also in the upload resource I provide all the data. So that's why uh, this chat can able to say this type of things, right? Otherwise, AI is not reliable at all. So first first chat they can answer different. Second chat you will get a different answer. So to make it reliable, you have to provide us kind of context. This is a big issue for chatbot. So AI asks me to these two files like command types and command bars, so that it can generate. Now review this code and then redesign for unified so that it can understand the human input as well as AI input, and also it can align with my new pattern. If any old code or misalignment exists, solve it, then provide. Then ask me to create the canvas node commands. Well, now I want to say something that is right now in my code base in command layer, handler doesn't exist. So you can now review the code base. So tell me, should I create the variable name handler? Because now there is no handler. So this file name exists because it was previous version, but now I'm just refactoring on with new pattern. So if there is no folder handler, so if you think still I need, then keep it. Otherwise, remove it and then provide a command bus and command types code file fully. Now review it and tell me whether they follow my new pattern philosophy and my architectural philosophy. If any mismatch or old code exists, fix it and then provide all three code fully. Now I can review this code and tell me this file is still need, because now as I move toward new pattern, so this code, do I need or not? Tell me. Should I delete completely or should I keep? So guys, right now I'm not copying blindly, because I give my code base and now just ChatGPT modify a little bit based on the new pattern. It just now it just only change the pattern, not my code logic. So I already researched a lot about this code, how this code works. If you look at, I have the entire code base and flow, so I know how code works. but now here I'm just copy paste because I know what it create. And I also provide a lot of. Here I'm getting this error from command metadata. It's because right now I do not create those commands and transaction. That's I'm getting it, or like what, or somewhere problem create. Because right now I only create this three file a transaction layer, and I also need to refactor my comments layer. Or this create error because of something else? Tell me. So as I will allow also AI and user. So now tell me, do I need metadata or not? Because right now AI also can ask, provide prompt and then generate nodes and edges like that. Now tell me, do I need metadata or not? for my previous error, which file now I need to update. Now only fix the existing code using base node, or yeah, so that metadata can understand. Can you review my canvas command types? Because these are the old pattern, but recently I just refactor using a base command node. Okay, so you have to manage with it, but right now it's basically I just also handling the create mind map or flowchart like that, but I want to implement the following node cycle, each cycle like that. So for that, create the entire code base and then provide. Now here only focus canvas surface related to all life cycle functionality or features, and create the entire new pattern, follow my architecture rules and the new runtime graph system, and also the factory, then provide the entire code base. as I am introducing base command so that it can align with it. You have to provide the full canvas command types based on my future plan. Implement all those types so I can just implement easily. So right now I'm just refactoring my code base, and because I'm integrating AI, and this is my code base, so it's a huge code base. So right now I'm taking help from uh, ChatGPT, and right now I'm not writing any line of code because AI can handle that. Right now I only just understanding code base. So I have this Notion as a document. I'm just organize all the mental model execution flow through text so I can read and understand. And also I have visual. So basically I'm just here I'm just showing you how I organize my code and writing my code and understanding my code. So yeah, that's it. Now which file you need to go further. So as I fix my command types, like canvas command types, now which file you need so that I can implement actually node lifecycle, edge lifecycle. This is this is the this is my current add node commands. This is the old version, and this is the register. So tell me, do I need this register file? Before writing the implementation, first tell me. Now, do I need anything to implement my entire commands, all the uh, structure like node cycle, H cycle on my one? Do you need any my code base? Now implement this three file first, which will be proper, production ready, clean, followed by separation of console, and also align with my new runtime graph system, and also the factory, the node factory system. Hey everyone. So like right now, I'm just refactoring my code base, and you can see based on my title, I'm just sharing how I manage my 63,000 code base. That's a very huge code base, and now I'm just implementing my AI into existing code base. So here just I'm taking help of ChatGPT, and now you can see just I'm copy paste, but under the hood I just understand very deeply the code base. So all the plan I have inside my Notion, and right now this is just deterministic. That's why I know this code is supposed to be. And basically I'm building a collaborative SaaS platform. It's kind of like whiteboard, and where user can brainstorm and organize their document. So now the traditional platform only allow user can do manually, but now my platform can do that. So you have to just ask AI, and AI can research for you, organize document, and you can create a business entity or the database entity, all the things. Just you have to tell AI, AI can research, and then they can implement. That's the platform I'm building. And manually I have, so my platform also allow manually. You can do manually edit, manually things, and but nowadays AI already automate code, but now it's time to automate the entire operation. So it's been 111 days I'm working on, and I learn, iterate. So now I end up with these things. But after completing my AI assistant, I will add AI agent. So now the world moving to agentic era. So yeah, my plan also. But now first I have to create unified pipeline, and now I'm just doing. So guys, now if you look at, I'm not copy pasting because I already provide AI all the rules and my architectural philosophy and the code base. Now AI just refactor a little bit the way I said, nothing else. So now all the code, it's a deterministic, which means same input, same output. So that's why you can see I'm just copy pasting. So if you look at, and the age versus, I can show you what I'm building. This is the Notion. This is the Miro. Okay, so I think if you look at this type of platform increasing productivity, so this is very complex. Now you can see it's very easy to see, but under the hood build, it's very complex things. And I encourage you guys, if you are able to build this type of Figma clone or Miro clone or any FigJam or any collaborative editing platform like this, so then man, you can handle any complex project or complex logic. So yeah, this type of things I'm handling. And so I think if you're good at DSA, which means data structure and algorithm, so this is called node, and this is called edge. Right now I'm just I already work about this node, and now I'm just working about edge. So look at, you can change all the stuff, right? You can change the color, right? So now here I'm doing. So yeah, so that's my code base. If you look at, this is the code base, and so I called it's a collaborative runtime because my code base distribute into execution, not implementation oriented. Because if you want to build toy, you can see all the code execution inside UI, but it's not that type of project. It's a very production ready SaaS platform, right? So you cannot create this way. So you have to separate all the code so that your team member can unit test, they can test, okay, without dependency. So yeah, code can be dependent but not coupling. So that's why you have to manage decoupling, right? So I learned all the system design, okay, and yeah, so I learned by doing. I write a code, then I face problem, then again I iterate, I add new features, that feature doesn't fit into it because code is coupling, I refactor, I learn, I read. So if you look at my Notion documents, it's a huge document. If you look at, it's a huge document. All the nested things I have, each things I separate because I need to know what I'm building. So my so right now I'm just showing you guys because maybe you are new to this industry or maybe you are old. It doesn't matter because right now AI can take all the software developer job. It's true, but it's also true AI can write code. Okay, it's not yeah, it's 100% true. But your job is to manage that code, organize your code, right? Because nowadays the bunch of problems exist. You have to solve. So now one people can run the entire company. If you look at, I do not have any team member, but I am able to write and organize 63,000 line of code and more than 700 files because of AI. I don't write any line of code anymore. So yeah, but you have to understand your code base so that you can ask AI. But nowadays also all the code editor provide agent. Just all you need, ask agent and they can review your code. But still you have to review and accept. But agent are very expensive. You believe it or not, very expensive, right? And that's why I don't use agent because I don't have that type of purchasing power. But what I do, I get free of cost. So yeah, I'm using it. So so this is just deterministic code. As I told you, I know each file can follow this pattern. If you look at my others node, if you look at this is the pattern. Okay, same pattern. If you look at, this is the same pattern. As I told you, I already instruct ChatGPT and this session, particular this session. If I change this chatbot or this chat session, then ChatGPT cannot understand what I'm talking about. But as I provide in this project, the my code base, my architecture philosophy, my my execution pattern, all the rules and regulation. So that's why now ChatGPT are able to create a deterministic. ChatGPT is not reliable at all. But here how it deterministic because I already told, right? I already told that. So yeah, so that's why I told you you have to understand first your code. So yeah, but if you understand a pattern, you can ask AI and AI can write code faster. So it's very easy. But nowadays people don't understand like code base and they cannot solve the bugs and they stuck into that, right? But a lot of people say in the chat like I'm just copy paste, but it's not true. I already spent 110 days to understand my code base. Guys, think out for a second. I spent 110 days this particular code base, and if I show you now, not only I understand but I also have the visual like how my code base works. Then you can understand. Okay, so So why I'm saying now, so yeah, this is my visualization, right? How code. So I have two execution, like this is like human execution flow, and this is the AI execution flow. And if you look at now, so yeah, this is the pipeline right now I'm working, like a comment execution and then transaction pipeline. So if you know the CR, like comment query read segregation, if you know this execution pipeline, so right now I'm following this pipeline. And yeah, so this is a real time as well. So this is a real time flow. And how AI execute, so yeah, this is a flow, guys, right? So this is the execution flow. Now the AI input, then prompt submission, then context assembly. So like if you want to understand this type of things, you can comment or live chat. Okay, these things I want to understand. To be honest, guys, I can teach you better than anybody, because as I told you, I learn by doing, not just I reading and then I learn. I learn by doing. Each concept, I just let me show you. So okay, what I made, like I understand. So let's say I made some mistake and then I note down in Notion. Then again I run. I run. So this way I understand, right? So that's why it helped you a lot. However, but so this is a flow. So if you look at, I have all the, and this is very complex, right? So this way I learn and I understand the flow. That's why right now I can copy paste. Okay, so because right now I'm just here copy paste because of I know my code flow, right, very well. So that's why I'm here. You can see, because right now I will ask all the this is my plan, and I ask AI to build. Okay, so right now it's very easy because I have clear my pipeline, my maintain model, uh, all the source of truth, everything I just have completed. Now I just ask. Now AI can this chat can provide, because this chat understand. Again, I'm repeating because a lot of people say, okay, chat GPT is not reliable, because I know very well. But you have to provide the context. This is the issue of chatbot, because chatbot forget about your previous stuff, but one chat can understand, right? And you have to provide the source here, like you can upload the code base, right? So yeah, uh, each project have capacity where you can give your context. Okay, however, let's move on. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, man, my laptop is hanging. Right now my laptop is hanging. That's not doing anything. This is very old laptop, man. I don't know what I do it with it. Come on, man. Come on. There you go. So right now in the background, a lot of things is working, so that I'm getting used to. But oh damn. Oh guys, right now I'm, you can see, I just wake up in the morning at 7 o'clock, and then I start coding 7:30, and then I start, but I don't stop till 2 or 3 a.m. So it's very hard to write, like sitting at chair and coding, reviewing code, again understanding code base, writing again. So it's a very monotonic task, and I'm not saying I love it, because when you work beyond 8 hours, then your brain is screaming for rage, dopamine, all this stuff. And the coding part and technical work is very cognitive power consuming. So there is a concept: if you do productive task, you get very low dopamine. But if you do entertainment tasks, you will get very high, very high dopamine level. So yeah, but people like to choose entertainment task, right? And here I am. I'm just working, and still my code, I think I have to shut down, otherwise my code, my laptop isn't respond. There's in the background a lot of things is working. Man, fix it. What I do, if I remove, it doesn't work. So guys, can you tell me where you from? Like, are you doing job, or like are you guys a student? because if you are a student, my recommendation is just understand the fundamental code base. Like, okay, here you are, close. Okay. And okay, so I was saying basically since morning to midnight, it's very tough to write a code or like to work because as I told you, beyond 8 hours if you work, your brain is scream for rest, dopamine, right? And nowadays people avoid. I called it. It's a pain avoidance paradigm. Okay, so it's a very basic like mental model. I use it because I also understanding economics because uh, I have academic background economics, and yeah, so like I do not have like a technical background from academic perspective, but last 2 years I just locked this room. Look at, this is the room I just locked, and every single day I put uh, 16 hours. Right. So if you look at my journey, I used to upload a video in this channel, a tutorial, and how I learn. So I learned by doing all the stuff. So my goal was to create a startup. So I started. It's been 2 years ago with my friend. That time I don't know a code at all. So I was looking for co-founders, and I didn't found anybody. I talked to investors. All of them reject me. Yeah, so they told me you don't know code. That's why would I pick you and invest on you? So I decided. I asked my friend, hey man, what I do with it? My friend said, okay, first learn C plus CSS. Then I start, and then I love. And now my friend, I know a lot of technical things. I know